Right, truthfully, I don't think the odds look good for us. Welcome back to the STG Ice Sheet, you beautiful people. Sorry, I was away for a couple of days, so if I haven't got back to your comments, I will be once this video is out. But I have some amazing news, something that we've been talking about for a while and something that we are quite excited about. And that is that the Rimeffect mods have now been updated so they're combat extended compatible. So this is combat extended here. This is the Rimeffect races, but this isn't what's done by the vanilla expanded team. So yeah, that is going to be coming out super soon. I kept checking in like every day to see when the upload had happened or the update, and it turns out I missed it. So a little bit late to the draw, so to say. But next series, or the series that's going to be running beside this, is going to be the Asari one, but it's going to be the Asari with combat extended involved. So all their bionic powers, combat extended. All the weapons, combat extended. All the good stuff, combat extended. It is going to be awesome, and I'm super looking forward to that. As for what's happening for us on this map, we are slowly getting our rat run put in. We've got some turrets. Basically, the way these turrets are going to work is they're embrasures, and then there's a turret behind the embrasure. Anything that comes through the wall gets shot. There's going to be a turret there that will shoot anything that comes through there, and should just buy us a little bit of time from the pesky old sappers. We got some plasteel, we got steel, more steel components. We might deal with that shortly, and we are starting on some research. So we're going auto doors because they're slowing us down a bit. We're going blast doors just for when we have to go full fortress mode. Recon armor and marine armor for the simple fact that we want to start being able to kick out our own Praetor suits of armor as well. We're going into space attack because, well, it is good technology. Then from here we head down this way and we're going to get factory basics. From factory basics we're going to go into masonry and metallics. And then I think we're also going into the little drones so they can start tidying the base and moving things around for us. Which means that we are going to be able to start mining up a whole bunch of granite chunks without having to use those. And also be able to turn them into steel. Because steel is something that we are running low on. And also our turrets require a crazy amount of steel to run. Spectacle of insects. A yeoman from the Fallen Empire is having trouble landing near Black Site 282 due to repeated infestations. He wants you to draw the bugs to you and deal with them, and they'll be provoke 48 an infestation of 48 hives. 11 champions will be placed under your control. You have to feed them and house them, but they may die in battle without consequence. Yeah, no, there is nothing there that would make me fight 48 insect hives. Thank you, but no thank you. Oh, another bit that we did notice in the other episode, funny that, is that these turrets are super exposed where they are. So if we run into like any trouble whatsoever, then yeah, these turrets have a very bad time. So we are going to wall them in little by little. So what we want is we want embrasures on the inside so they can shoot and defend each other depending on where they come through. And then we are going to use heavy granite walls around the outside just to try and prevent anything coming in on them. Is it a good use of resources? Well, I would like to think so, because last time we had an infestation, the bugs came in and just chomped on the turrets. If those turrets had stayed alive, they would have been able to do a decent amount of damage to the bugs. Unless the bugs spawn into this area, then it would have been a waste of time. But we can deal with that later. But I think everything's coming on quite well. Soon we're going to be able to start kicking out our own armor. Once we can get our own armor going, which will be over here, we are going to be pretty unstoppable. And I am looking forward to it. Did forget to mention that we were recommended that we use the super pod instead of the pod launchers. So we're going to break the pod launchers down, get the super pod, and then we can chuck some doggos and other trading kit into there to send off to the security force. Because we are long overdue a raid from the security force. And talking about raids, because I am a glutton for punishment, we're going to go options, storyteller settings. Unfortunately, we don't have RLE gunnery, which would be a lot of fun. We are just going to go with Igor. Everything is going to stay the same, but it does mean that we are going to get attacked every 2 to 3 days. And I'm just interested in how long we can hold, because we won't be able to hold forever. That is guaranteed. kind of a nice balance of combat extended is you have to reload your turrets. And they are quite expensive to reload, so eventually we are just going to get ground down into dust. But I look forward to it. And as to be expected, we have the mech hive was going to be attacking us in the upcoming 12 hours. Are they drop pods? We don't know. Are they going to be a walk-on? We don't know. But what we do know is this area here has to be cleared before they come in. If we get caught out in the open, we're done. But thankfully, them being mechanoids, they're going to use their pathing and end up into here. Which will be a very good showing of our defences. Will they hold? I would like to think so. I think we have a pretty good shot of holding. We have a bunch of very big, heavy cannons. Our guys are in decent armour with mainly heavy weapons. Well, I say that, half of them have heavy weapons. So we got 3 weapons that can definitely mess up the mechanoids. Then we got 3 people without weapons that can't mess up the mechanoids is what I'm looking for. So really, what do we need? I think we need some more UAC heavy cannons. Fairly cheap actually. They are not too expensive at all. So let's get another force. Then we always have 1 in reserve. Any worker can... Nah, it needs to be Orlin. Needs to be on that. So Orlin down here, mate. Let's turn that on. And then let's start kicking out some big old heavy cannons. Will we get an extra one out before the mechs show up? No, most likely not. But soon we might. And also we need to get Paddock onto making some more Cerberus serum, because that Cerberus serum is pretty much what is going to keep us alive. Our defences will just get worn down over time and destroyed. It is as simple as that. It's too late now to go out here, so all of this is going to be cancelled and then forbidden, so no one goes out here to get it. And we're going to try to keep everything closer to the base. We had to rejig our power supply over here. Fairly simply, these produce so much heat that then they were starting to warm this area up already, because that wall's missing. So that wall goes in, well, the new power cell will go in once we get a new one. That wall will then go up and then this will be contained. Then we're going to hard wall around the outside, well, the best that we can, so we'll crop in here, remove the roof area, and then we should be pretty sweet. We're going to have plenty of power, and we don't need to worry about pesky little sappers and stuff coming up and knocking out the overwall vents. So, sweet on that side. Across here, that is going well. We're going to need a lot more defences, but those are things that we can work on. Actually, that being said, it looks like Orlin is pumping these UAC heavy cannons out super quick. This is 1 times speed, and that is going down very, very quickly indeed. Did you have a Cerberus serum? Yes, Cerberus serum and 2 Archotech legs, arms, which would probably do it. Landing in the top part of the map, which is fine. All animals into Area 1. Well, I thought we were going to be fine. What? This isn't okay. That's really, really, really not okay. So what we got? We got 3 Inferno Peds, which are super dangerous. They can basically one-shot any of our defensive emplacements. Then we've also got, let's actually just figure this out, 13 heavy charge blaster Peds. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. Maybe I got a little bit excited with fighting Igor. Okay. We do have a little bit of time left, so where are our cannons? That's good quality, and that's also good quality. Sweet. So Terra, you equip up. Upward, you're fine. Gilor, you equip up as well. Then we're going to need to drop their ammo, get them to reload with the 50 cal armor piercing incendiary rounds, and hope that that is going to be enough. Now, Odd Boy does have that chain gun. That chain gun is going to utterly devastate any of the mechanoids that it can hit. But we don't have a crazy amount. Why did you not pick them up? we don't have a crazy amount of shields. Now, shields being quite important, because if our guys get hit without shields, that's pretty much game. Drop that, drop that. Equip. Okay, Gilor. Drop that and equip this. Cool, our guys are pretty quick, so we should be alright. And maybe we can get another one out in that time, which would be awesome. Gilor, now what I need you to do is drop all of this absolute garbage that you're running, mate. I'm not sure why you got all of that stuff. And then Terra's already got some ammo, but drop all of that for me. Coolios and armor piercing incendiary. And so Gilor is running now 100 in the gun, and then 403 on the side. Terra has 166 plus 100 in the gun. This will buy us a little bit of time. I'm not sure why he's got a smoke pop belt, but that's probably because we're out of shields. He might be in a little bit of trouble. And Orlin, how are we looking on the extra guns? He's still got one more to make. We'll let him eat. Okay, this is going to be a bit high risk, but details, let's get on with it. First Cypher is coming into the kill zone, already marked up by the turrets, and yet again is going down this way. That is down, which is pretty sweet. That cannon is in range, but it wasn't firing. Oh, tell a lie, it did fire this time. And no, we don't want to build a road. We don't have the money for it. Okay. Well, we could deal with the little things quite quickly, but those centipedes are going to come around here. All start bunching up there, and they are just going to unleash a absolute metric ton of rounds and ammunition down there, which is going to wipe all those turrets out. Those turrets are not cheap. However, we are not using anything explosive in our defensive line, so we should be able to sell off their ammunition, because they drop about 3,000 odd rounds of 12x64 charged, which sells for a decent amount. Then we've also got the thermal barrack rounds. This is not going well for us. We are going to send Gnu and Paddock into this corner section here. They generally seem fairly safe when they're there. We're then going to take Terra. Terra's going to go into this section here. Right. Then Opoid. We don't really have anywhere where we can risk putting you, because you don't have a shield, you don't have a shield, and you don't have a shield. So we need to take out the, well, Inferno beads first, and then maybe we can bring them down. Because what we don't want is our guys to show up and then just get slaughtered and die. That would suck. And because Igor is a classy and kind gentleman, we have the Super War Management Mech Hive Charlie. Will raid you in the upcoming 12 hours. Mechanoids that land will attack immediately, and the ship will lay covering fire and begin the siege as soon as possible. Amazing. Amazing. Cool, like I said, we would get wiped out if we done it, so let's see how long we can hold. Okay, first two mechanoids, well, the first two centipedes, got done just as they came around that corner. Okay, Terra, Gnu, Paddock is all shooting. They're doing pretty well. Anything that's poking their head out is just getting absolutely blasted. Terra, man, you got some minerals there, buddy. That is the last place anyone would want to go. Sweet. Okay, our defense is actually beast. Absolute beast. I thought we were done. I generally thought that that might have been it. So, anyway. 12,000 rounds. Don't mind if we do. Then a whole bunch of more things to break down and destroy. And we're also going to have the ship coming in fairly soon as well. And what did we lose? We didn't lose anything. And straight off the back of that, the mechanoids are now coming in. No, they're not. It's another mechanoid raid. 12 hours from now. Yeah. Yeah, this is doable. Well, I am not too sure what's happened to that mechanoid ship. That definitely should have been coming in about now. So what we're doing is we're getting paddock. We're calling a bulk good trader. We are going to try and sell off as many of those heavy rounds and thermobaric rounds as we can. Because what has become pretty obvious now is when mortars start coming in against our base, we are going to be in a lot of trouble. Mortars are far more dangerous in combat extended than they are in standard, well, Rimworld. Basically everything is more dangerous than this. Let's pick up some more steel because we're going to need a crazy amount of that. We've also got some FSX. Let's go buy some more because we're going to need some rounds. We're already down to 14,000 there. So we brought a bunch of stuff, nothing that is actually like insane, but a bunch of things that we do need nonetheless. So we got 10 advanced components, 2 mechanoid components, 8 standard components, 3,000 steel, and then 59 of the FSX. Because we need that, because we need some mortars now. If they're going to start bringing in dropships and stuff, we need a way to defend ourselves. Well, not dropships, but actual ships landing at our base. Now, I am thinking a fairly safe place to be is going to be here. And then we come up just a little bit, then we wall each one off individually, and then we'll have individual storerooms for the mortar shells. So if for whatever reason a shell gets lucky and comes in, it is not going to wipe everything out. Okay, and here are the mechs. Okay, well that clearly isn't a dropship, so I'm not sure what happened there. I don't even think we need to worry about those. So this is them coming around the corner. And that is them dead. Sweet. Something that we do need to do though, which is going to be quite important. So Orlin has now a crafting of 13.85, which is fairly decent, but we need him to have a skill of 16 so we can use the old Archotech bench. Unfortunately, we are only able to pick up 1 skill trainer in crafting. Is it going to be enough? Probably not, but we could sell a Cerberus serum for 5,016, which would be making a serious profit on each time we made one. So we are not going to do that. That is a little bit too powerful for my liking. Okay, learn crafting, and let's see what you get up to, buddy. You're up to 16. Sweet. Now you just go ham on these, mate. Absolutely ham. That's what we need. Let's see what we're getting. Not getting too much. Oh, no, we are. Yeah, we're getting a whole bunch of Architect fragments. Steel's going up nicely. Getting a whole bunch of plasteel. Yeah, we do not mind this at all. Happy days. Then off the back of that, we just go over here. Build the research assistant, which we do need a persona core for. Fine, we can get on that. That is not a massive issue. Yeah, I'm liking how that looks. Setting up a build so they'll make components until we have 100. That is going to be quite important because we are just going to start absolutely smashing through. And this is why we have the resources stored in this section here. Okay, we've got a raid from the skinners coming in, which is fine. Make advanced components, do until X, and we want that until, let's make that 80. And where are you guys going? Are they haywire? Okay, we don't mind too much about haywire. We do have a few extra turrets this time around, even though they are not going to be enough. Anything out here is just going to get slaughtered. Everything else has to be forced round. These guys are going to be in for a bad time. Sweet. Gotta be careful of that one though. Yep. 1,000 Sabo rounds. This thing's cannon is mental. Okay, we can't see it. But yeah, basically it has a massive 50 cal on it. That just absolutely sprays down areas like nobody's business. Mortars are now up. And then looks like they are trying to retreat back to here to regroup. That is fine. Anything caught out in the open is going to get done. Most things in this area are just getting sprayed down by the turrets. Let's get the doggos back to area 1 so they're safe. And we also have a few more puppies. And this drop pod will pretty much be done nice and soon, once we actually allow it to be built. Awesome. This isn't too bad. Okay, looks like they've recovered or regrouped enough. So they're deciding that they're coming in for an attack. But one absolute devastating choke point down here. And we also know how the AI likes to come in and group around this corner. And we have a whole bunch of cannons that are just trained onto this area to absolutely just shred it down. I think what we might need to do is start to allow corpses, like fresh human corpses, into this, because I think just having a look round, do you know what, I don't think the dogs are going to need all of that meat. And saying about the dogs needing meat, we will allow human and animal corpses onto all of these, paste them across along here, so then they'll get stored. And then what we'll do is we'll allow rotten and fresh onto these, so any overflow will go into these parts. Fantastic. Alright. They're just going to run around that corner and just get done. Absolutely done. So yeah, basically has created almost its own kill zone. I didn't think they'd come around and have this corner quite so, I'm not going to say aggressively, but the nice thing about it is that corner is going to start moving as it gets shot up, and then we've got the rest of these all fleeing. I tell you what, so far we are not doing too bad. Pretty happy with how this is going so far. And we're also going to need a lot of chem fuel because of the FSX, which costs 100 chem fuel for one. And maybe this is our time up. Security force will raid us within the upcoming 12 hours. I don't like our odds on this one. That is for sure. Okay, how are we looking on ammo? Right, I think we just have this next 12 hours that we've got. Appreciate that time that we had. And reload every single cannon. Repair all of the walls and prepare to make our last stand. Or, who knows, maybe we just obliterate them like we done the mechanoids. But we will not go quietly into that good night. Everyone is assigned to reloading autocannons. And that is our ammo done. Cool, so we just go over here and move this up to there. Orlin, it is time for you to prove your worth. And you just go absolutely ham on getting that sorted for us, mate. Okay, having a think what's going to be quicker. We are just going to move the ammo bench back to here. So we're going to take that down. That's not going to be there anymore. That's going to be here. And then you are just going to need to make so much ammo, mate. Okay, carry on. Because we got the steel there. Now, this does take a fair amount of steel, so there is a chance that we run low beforehand. But, Tara, what are you doing? Repairing the wall. That still needs ammo. And that definitely needs ammo. Reload that. Alright, security forces coming in. Most of the turrets are loaded up. Not everything, but a decent amount. And these guys are so powerful. It's actually untrue. They can basically just shoot straight through our armor. So that's good for us. Okay, Paddock, Gnu, you're into here. Terra. I think you take this corner. Opoid, you got the chain gun, so we're going to need you somewhere safe, but so you can actually get a decent field of fire, so you're coming into here. Gilor, you're going to go with Opoid. Right. They are... Yeah, okay, they're already firing. They can outrange our turrets. That's super useful. Amazing. But as they start bunching up, we go and get some more firepower. They're still human, so they are still going to be able to get suppressed. As they get suppressed, ideally they'll get forced into this wall here. And then once they come around that corner, they're tough, but they are not invincible. Canoe and Paddock's going to be able to start putting down a serious amount of firepower. They do have lightning, which I'm not going to ask too many questions about, but that's going to start causing us some damage. And also when they go down, what they have is they have cartridges, and these cartridges are basically like mech resurrector serums that auto-engage. Terra just got tagged, Canoe and Paddock are getting hit by lightning again. That turret's still holding, thankfully. But yeah, just the sheer amount of shields they've got, they are going to be very difficult to take down, unless we can start kicking out some explosives, which I don't think we have. And Terra, time for you to move, mate. You're down to 68. We don't want you dying here. Okay, they're going to be fine there. Yeah, I mean, if they were like, their points were done more accurately, wouldn't be a problem. Because then it would be like, I don't know, more like Void, but they're not. They're just so crazy overpowered, it's insane. And then there's loads of them, which is a little bit of a shame. Good when they're your allies and they come to help, but other than that, a little bit problematic. Taking those turrets. I don't even think we're taking any of them that side either. Cool. They've cleared this line of turrets. If they come around the back, we've obviously still got a little bit more. You two aren't doing too much over here, but where else can I put you? Nowhere really. I think we hold and then we have to pull back and then maybe fight them in the base. We've still got a few fallback locations which will be alright. Peter has... Yeah, Peter's down. Cool. Are we starting to win? I don't think so. We're not losing, though we are taking a lot of damage. We've still got a little bit. Okay. Terra pull back, that's about to explode. We don't want you getting taken out of there. Cool. Let's go take you two. And you're coming along here. So you can shoot down and try to stop anything coming around this corner the best that you can. This isn't going super well. And we are not going to have the resources to repair all of this either before the next attack comes in. Cool. Cartridge resurrected somebody else. That's what we like to hear. We don't. That's bad. Someone else got resurrected again. Our boy's chain gun should actually just be able to devastate things if you can get it off. Yep. Cool. You guys want to run away anytime soon? Because I'd appreciate that. Okay, Paddock, I know you're suppressed, but get into some cover. You guys, move, move, move. You're dead if you stay. What took those two down? Okay, don't know, but they need rescuing. Yeah, those those 50 cows still count as standard 50 cows. So you get hit by them, it is a very bad time for you. Okay, tend. Canoe, can you tend? Yes. Okay, those two should survive. Now I'm not too sure what they're going to carry on doing here, but I don't think any option's a good option so far. You're incapacitated, but you tended to. Why are we going this way? Nope. Carry on tending, and let's go. Chuck in a couple sleeping spots, which obviously aren't going to be great. But Terra, we need you to rest until healed. Orlin, how are you doing? Oh, still just being a good lad. Doing some ammo stuff. That's cool. Our Void is nearly done. Okay, healed, pretty much. 10 to Terra. Why is that not firing? Okay, because it's exploding. Awesome. Still got a couple more inner defensive lines. If they put across this way, obviously we've still got this. But our main defensive setup was there. Right, truthfully, I don't think the odds look good for us. How many have they got left? 26. And we have taken out like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're doing great. How'd it keep doing what you're doing? Gnu, you're going to get lucky shot off. No? No, you're reloading. Cool. Going to make anything happen? Nah, get out of there. Pull back to here if you need to go anywhere, mate. Then at least Paddock might be able to give you some fire support. Okay, lightning can hit indoors somehow. Details. Terra, rest until healed, mate. Okay, we got one down. Orlin, I'd prefer if you didn't go that way. What are you after? Beating out fire. Light the enthusiasm, but that's not going to work for us. What you can do though, if you want to be helpful, is pick up this beautiful, excellent heavy cannon. Go back this way. Terra, what part of rest until healed do you not understand? Rest until healed. Now you stay there. What are you doing? I don't care. It said rest until healed. Okay, Terra does not want to stay in his bed. Which is a very quick way for him to die. I wonder how many more we need to take before they'll flee. Come this side. Okay. Shoot this guy in the face. If we all shoot him, he should go down. Okay, fine. Everything went to this guy then. They're tough, but they can't really survive concentrated 50s. But then we can't survive their concentrated ammo anyway. Ah, there's too many of them. Let's go back into here. And then start working from there. Because at least if we're in here, we know we can heal. Orlin, come in here as well, mate. This way. Going the wrong way, mate. Yeah, that way. Okay, now we've got to go out and rescue Orlin. And that turret there's going to go down, which might take the other turret out. Which I imagine it will. Okay, how are these guys doing? They're looking okay. Terra, how many conditions you got? You've only got one, so rest until healed. How is that resting until healed? There we go, cool. Gnu. Prioritize tending to Terra. Orlin. I know you're on fire, mate, but just get into here. That's literally all you gotta do, is just go that way. Cool. Actually, him being on fire might be a good thing. Okay, we've got Terra. And Gnu and Paddock shooting down the corridor. Cool. Can you do us a favour and pick up all of those? Might kill you, but you're dead if you don't do it anyway. Cool. And rescue Terra once again. And Gonna come around the corner. Let's close this door. Gillo, why are you up? Okay, can you go extinguish that fire before we all get smoke inhalation and die? That'd be great. And rescue Gillo. Cool. Security force have decided to kidnap who they can and leave. Who could they kidnap? Could kidnap Aurelin, I guess. But we won't let that happen. Do you know what? We might not even have a choice. Fun times. You go across there. Is this going to be enough firepower? No, you just shot Paddock. Amazing. Love it. Terra incapacitated. Gillo. Can you get up? Nope. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to call the episode there. And that went just about as well as I thought it would. Actually went a lot better than I thought it would. Security force are nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, there's some tough cookies. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the STG Ice Sheet. I've been Conzi, and I look forward to catching you guys on the next one.